Right now, somewhere in your service area, a customer with an emergency is calling around at 9 p.m. Whoever picks up first gets the job. If that's not you, this video shows you why, and it shows you exactly how to fix it. Most home service owners think after-hours calls are a small problem. They are not. A missed call at night is not just one lost job, it is one lost customer, forever. That customer calls the next plumber, electrician, or pest control company instead. They probably will never call you again. By the end of this video, you'll understand why after-hours calls slip through the cracks, and you'll know exactly what to put in place so it stops costing you money. Stick around to the end, because I'll show you the fix most owners miss. If you're getting value from this, go ahead and tap that like button. It actually helps more owners like you find this video. Let's get into it. Why does this happen so often? It's not because customers are impatient. It's because of how people search for emergency help. When someone has a burst pipe at 9 p.m., they don't call one business. They call 3 or 4, back to back, then they book with whoever answers first. That's it. That's the entire decision process. If your power went out tonight, would you wait for a callback in the morning? Most people wouldn't. They want someone on the phone right now, even if it's just to schedule a visit for tomorrow. This means speed matters more than almost anything else in your business. It doesn't matter how good you are or how great your reviews are. If you don't answer, none of that matters to a customer calling at 9 p.m. on a Saturday. Drop a comment below. What's the latest you've ever gotten a call for an emergency job? I want to see how late these calls actually come in. Let's talk about what one missed call actually costs you. Say a typical emergency job for your trade is worth $400. If you miss just one of these calls a week, that's 4 lost jobs a month. But the real cost isn't just that one job. When a customer calls another business and they show up fast, that customer often sticks with them. They might use that company again next time. They might recommend them to a neighbor. So one missed call doesn't just cost you a job today. It can cost you a customer for years. This is why after-hours calls deserve more attention than most owners give them. But your competitors aren't thinking that way anymore. More and more home service businesses are setting up systems so they never miss a call, day or night. In the next part, I'll show you what those systems look like and which one fits a business your size. So what do most owners try first? Usually, it's voicemail. A customer calls, gets your voicemail, and leaves a message. The problem is, most people hang up before they even reach the recording. And even if they do leave a message, you're not calling them back until morning. By then, they've already booked with someone else. Some owners try hiring a part-time answering service. This can help, but it gets expensive fast, and most answering services don't know your business. They can take a message, but they can't quote a job, schedule an appointment, or answer specific questions about your services. Other owners just accept the loss. They tell themselves emergency calls at night are rare, so it's not worth fixing. But once you track it, these calls happen more often than you think. None of these options actually solve the real problem. The real problem is that something needs to respond instantly, every single time, without you having to be awake for it. Here's what actually works. More home service businesses are switching to an artificial intelligence-powered system. It answers every call, any time, day, or night. It works the same whether it's Saturday night or Tuesday morning. This kind of system can answer basic questions. It can take down the details of the job. It can even book the appointment on your calendar. The customer feels like they got a real response right away. You don't have to be the one answering at midnight. The biggest shift isn't about saving you from picking up the phone. It's about making sure the customer never hits a dead end. A dead end is what sends them straight to your competitor. By the way, I put together a free comparison sheet. It breaks down different ways to handle after-hours calls with rough cost ranges for each option. Grab it in the description. It'll help you figure out which setup actually fits your business. So which option actually makes sense for you? If you're a one-person operation just getting started, keep it simple. A basic tool that texts you the call details is already a big upgrade from voicemail. It's low cost and easy to set up. If you're running a few trucks with steady call volume, look for something more. You'll want a system that books appointments directly onto your calendar. This saves you from playing phone tag every morning. If you're a larger operation, especially in HVAC or plumbing, emergency jobs are common. You'll want a system that can also quote rough pricing on the spot. That's often the difference between booking the job right then or losing it to whoever else picked up. Here's a question for the comments. How many calls do you think your business misses in a typical week? Be honest. Most owners guess way lower than the real number. At this point, you might be thinking this sounds expensive, or that customers will hang up the second they realize they're talking to a computer. Let's clear both of those up. Most of these systems cost less than one missed job a month. You're not adding a big expense. You're replacing a cost you're already eating every week, you just haven't been tracking it. As for sounding fake, the better systems don't read like a robot. They're built to sound like a real person taking down details, not a recording. Most customers can't tell the difference, and most don't care, as long as someone responds and books the job. The real risk isn't a customer being put off by a system like this. The real risk is a customer getting no response at all and calling the next business on the list. So here's a question for you. Have you ever hung up on an automated system mid-call? Drop it in the comments. I bet it happened less than you think. Now let's talk about actually setting this up. You don't need to overhaul your entire business to fix this. Most owners can have something in place within a week. Start by looking at your current call volume. Pull up your phone records for the last 30 days. Count how many calls came in after 6 p.m. or on a weekend. That number alone will probably surprise you. Next, decide what level of system fits your business right now. If you're just starting, a simple call and text tool is enough. If you're more established, look at options that can book directly onto your calendar. Most of these tools cost less per month than a single missed emergency job. Compare that monthly cost to even one job you're losing every week, and the math usually works out fast. The setup itself is usually straightforward. Most providers walk you through it. Many offer a free trial so you can test it first. Let's quickly recap how to think about this. If you're a one-person shop, start simple. A basic tool that texts you missed call details already beats voicemail. If you've got a few trucks and steady calls, look for something that books appointments directly onto your calendar. And if you're running a larger operation in plumbing, HVAC, or another trade with frequent emergencies, get something more. It should quote rough pricing on the spot. The goal isn't fancy technology. It's making sure no customer hits a dead end when they call at 9 p.m. on a Saturday. That one change can save you jobs every single week. I put together a free comparison sheet covering this, with rough cost ranges for each option we covered today. You'll find it in the description. If this video helped you think differently about after-hours calls, subscribe to Missed Call Money. I cover this kind of fix in every video. I'll see you in the next one.